Well, Sarah restores.
Okay,
The system.
yeah, I'm just, can anybody hear me?
Nobody's responding right now.
Nobody's responding? Okay.
Can you hear her?
Overhead.
Nobody's talking to me. Yep, I lost you on Facebook too. So I mean,
sound is back on. They can hear. Okay, that's good. So just hang with us. I'm gonna open and close my cameras and see if I can get the cameras working. So as long as you can hear me, don't go anywhere. Don't know why that happened, but that's what happens. Okay, so hang on.
Acting like my home computer that shuts off.
Okay. Oops, cancel, overhead. Okay, now, overhead, I think you can see. Okay, now, look and see if you can see my hand when I put it there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So is everybody back? Can
Are you
see
back?
me?
Can you see us? Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Okay, I can see my hand. Picture is back. Yay! Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it mastered that I can get back video. Sound is another story. I did leave, so you don't see my hands right now. I'm just making sure. I don't know if, yeah. Okay. All right.
Now we'll get YouTube back up.
It should be back up.
No, it goes off automatically, Sarah. It goes off and something else comes up on YouTube.
So but is it back?
Going there right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, I thought Virginia said that she could see us. And she's usually just on YouTube.
Paper. Cut.
So, anyways, YouTube is good. Kathleen
Okay,
Wrestler
good.
Moore said YouTube is good. Phew! Yeah, when I lose sound, I have trouble getting that one back on the fly. Video, I think I have that one down where I can get that one back going without totally ending the stream.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I'm back on YouTube too.
that makes me happy. I mean, it doesn't make me happy when this happens, but it surely makes me happy that I can get it back on and fairly. Oh, don't do what I just did.
Upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just put my trees on upside down. A little bit of.
Send it to your mother. She might not know the difference.
I did that at Christmas time. I gave my mom one that was upside down. Okay, but I didn't attach it too hard, so there we go. I was a little flustered. Got it back. Now we're going to use foam tape and just put our snow on there.
Well, you tried to trick me at Christmas time, sir, and you gave me that card that was upside down, and then waited to see if I was going to notice that it was upside down, and I did notice.
Yeah, I know. Kirsten was sitting there. She was waiting to see if you noticed, too. Because before you got there, I showed them the card, and they got a big kick out of it.
Yeah, right.
Whew, well, I'm glad we got back up. Yay.
Yeah, me too.
So I used the white leather down on the bottom as our snow. It just adds a little bit of texture. Our deer, he's cut out of the black LeatherLIKE. And I did put foam tape on him, and then I did tuck like his, some feet in, some feet out of the snow. It's up to you what you want in and out. I've got deer in my backyard. They're moving through. Not this big. I do have one buck that goes through. That's like an 8-pointer.
Okay, now we're back to the stencil. What is
Oh, stencil. Winter trees, rubbernecker. I still have some in stock. So if you
Yes.
want the kit, it's an optional add-on, and you just you have the choice of getting one stencil or both stencils. If you want 2 kits but only one stencil, then you need to go out and come back in to, order one kit with stencil or stencils, and then go out and then order it again, but don't select any of the optional add-ons.
So they do not have to go over to Rubbernecker to get that, right?
Right. No,
You
they
get it right
if
from you.
they can order it right from our class
Yep.
page. Because I do have some of both left. Speaking of both stencils, I still have the Valentine kit up there, which was the magic card where it had the optional add-on. Oh, I can't find it. Yeah, I'll find it before the end of class. Oh, this is the gnome kit. The Valentine kit is still available with the optional add-on of the stencil and the clear set. So yeah, if you want to put some of his feet forward or back, you can do that. And then you can pick whatever word you want. And again, you're either going to use the little flag, or you're going to use the black piece and cut your own little flag. So let's see what we can, let's get the little trimmer out.
What trimmer is that, Sarah?
What trimmer? It's either the We Are Memory Keeper trimmer, or it is the
My Sweet Petunia?
No, Hobby. My Sweet Petunia is the glue press.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Looking at the wrong note here.
Yep.
All's good.
Okay. So this one, you could do like a thank you card, or wish big, because it's a big buck, or a birthday, or you're the best. I think the happy birthday will fit on here, maybe. Maybe the wish big fits better on, or the thank you. Actually, yeah, I think the thank you fits better on there. So, yep, we gave you optional words, and we also gave you optional, we gave you an extra piece of black. So, that's why you have the choices there.
Where are these people?
Okay, so I'm just going to cut straight across right here. And you can either cut straight across, or you could make a little flag out of the cream piece. I'm not going to be that ambitious today, especially after our camera little thing that happened, so I'm just going to cut straight across.
Well, I have
Yeah,
some
that
interesting
works.
things going on on
You have interest.
YouTube.
You do?
Yeah, I see your live on here, and then the comments underneath are from some other page.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yes, a lot of religious comments.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know. They're talking about a sermon. Okay, Sarah.
Alrighty then. Okay, so this I am going to pop up with foam tape. We're not going to try and fix that right now, as long as we have a good thing going with
Yep.
the feed still going. We're just not going to worry about that.
No.
And then the snow is optional. I'm going to get that out in just a minute. And the words, where you put the words, is optional too.
I'm going to see if I can refresh that, but I don't want to because...
Yeah, well, then maybe you just hold off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now I had, and I can just use my little circle there that I'm just going to throw out. And I have my white acrylic paint. I'm just going to put a little gloob there.
I have the right chat going on too, Lynn Del Duca, but
And then
if I look underneath and see the comments,
now I'm just adding snow, so if you want to add snow, you can. If you don't want to add snow, you don't have to. And but just really quickly, I'm not thinking about it too hard.
I'm going to take a picture of this.
If I wanted my snow to be, bigger dots, I can always break my toothpick or put a little bit more paint on there. I do like doing this for snow. It just looks very random. And I've done it a lot lately. And we've had a lot of snow here lately, so.
Oh my gosh, you should see the overhang on my house. I have an overhang out my back doors, and that overhang is probably 24 inches. And then coming off the roof, the snow piling up last week caused an 18-inch overhang beyond the overhang. So I have a snow avalanche, a roof avalanche getting ready to crash any minute. I think I am going to update this.
Okay, well, I am going to finish up my little blizzard here, and then we're going to move on to the wolf card.
I'm back. It's good.
Okay.
All's good.
All's good.
I took a picture of it. I don't know what happened.
All right, so we're just going to set that one off to the side to dry. We're going to put that guy there. I'm going to throw this out, and we are going to go to the wolf card.
In Alaska, they have a ton of snow. Records have been broken all over the place.
Wow.
Why aren't you flicking the snow onto your card?
Because I just used paint, and I can control it a little bit better with just kind of going
Oh yeah, okay.
So I have done flicked snow, but with this one I already, when I did this card, I already had it all together before I had the afterthought to do the snow. And yeah, I can control it a little bit better if I'm not flicking. So let's go to wolf. Let's make sure we have, and now the one that I just did have wet paint, I am going to put off to the other side, just so I don't set something on top of it. So on this one we have our envelope, we have our card with our, let's pull the sample out, with our layer, and again it's our LeatherLIKE layer. This we can attach right onto the front. Because, and again, you could use the more matte or you could use the shiny. I kind of liked the more matte side. So we can just attach that because then we don't have loose pieces. I think what went on, I think it was my cord. I think the cord was not all the way, like, I'm starting to need like a new cord or a new, actually I probably need
outlet,
a new laptop.
Yeah, probably.
So we have the yellow layer, the black layer, and we're not going to attach those quite yet. And then we have this layer, which this is the hammered stock, which is what I used on the Hugs card too. So this is another piece of Eclipse tape, and I kind of put it, Becky put them on there, but if you don't like where it's at, like, you can move it because it's removable tape. Now you can see that it's much longer, and I gave you that because you can hold on to it. And then I gave you extra words too, depending on which word you wanted to use. So I gave you extra words there. So for this one, I do like to use, I have a smaller set of blending brushes that I never use. Like, I never use the smaller blending brushes, and the wolf was very small in this set, so I'm like, how am I going to do a moon and something so small when I have the huge brush? So, but I do have the small brushes that I just never use. So I'm first going to go and do some yellow. And this one I just kind of came in, so I came in from different sides. So I did some yellow, and then I did some purple, and then I did some blue. Now this one I do think that I used the darker blue, I think. But I have a couple different little brushes. And if you don't have the little brushes, you know, you could use like a sponge. You could use a Q-tip. Q-tip you want to do off to the side for sure, because it's not going to be as smooth as the blending brushes. Or for sure start on the moon and go off, or on the side and go in. If you mess up, you do have the option to turn it around. If you mess up another time, you have the back, and then you have the other side. So you have all different choices there. Especially if you don't use your little brushes, you don't have little brushes, you know, you just need to find something else to use. If you have to use the big brushes, you know, you just want to just be very careful on where you go.
Makeup brushes work.
Makeup
sponges work really well.
Yeah. So I just happen to have little brushes that I don't hardly use. So yeah, this one you can go all the way around first, and then you can just work your way in, make some bigger areas yellow.
Looks like Northern Lights.
And just remember, don't do the whole thing, because you're going to end up cutting it off. See, it's going to end up fitting on that black piece. So even if you want to put that black piece behind it, because then you have a frame of reference for how much area you have to cover as far as down this way. And if you cover a little bit of your yellow up, you can do a little, you know, you can brighten it up over the top of it. So we've got our yellow, we've got our purple. That one had blue on it. This one has purple. So I'm just going to pull that off of there for a minute. My yellow brush I'm going to put off to the side, and you can pull in some purple. And now when I did the purple and the blue, I just came in from different areas. And then, like I said, I can't remember if I used this darker blue or this blue. So let's just pull them both out. And if we put both on, that's okay. Now I think if you're looking for little brushes, I don't think they're online, but I'm almost sure that I have some left, because at one point I was selling more of the big brushes than the little brushes, so the big ones might have gotten, or the little ones might have gotten taken offline inadvertently and then never put back on. So if you're looking for the little brushes, email me, and I will definitely look and see if I have some left. I'm almost certain I do. Okay, now I might want to go just lighten it up a little bit with the yellow. Okay, so now if I can get my little, I might grab a pin, get my moon off of there. Yep, there's my little moon. Okay, perfect. So now I am going to cut that, and it's a square, so let me measure that. So 3, so 2 and a quarter, so 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and then a quarter. So it's 2 1/4 wide, so you want to make it 2 1/4 tall. And they are kind of small borders, so if you want to cut it a smaller, you can. And I did put my moon a little bit up at the top, so it's offset, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's a little border. I think it's a little border all the way around. So if you like bigger borders, you can cut them bigger. You have another little swatch of this hammered if you want to save it for something else. Works. And my little thing is stuck. So let's get these attached. I did attach these 2 layers together, and then I foam taped them to the sunset, and then I just regular adhesived them to the card. So these 2 are taped together, the white one to the black one, and then it's foam taped to the sunset layer. And again, if you didn't get the class kit, we do have some class kits left.
They should just email you.
No, the kit.
No, they can go right on order.
They can go right on the class page and order them. Yep. Yep. I liked that little wolf because he's so small. I liked doing the little tiny scene. And I was thinking of doing something with the 2 wolves, and there was another animal in there that I didn't use. Oh, there was a moose, and the wolf, and then the walking wolf. And so I was going to do something with them, but I decided to use just the single one. So yeah, sometimes your original thought, because that was my original thought to do the 3 little ones, and then, I don't know, this one just bam, smacked me in the face. That's kind of how ideas come to you every once in a while. Now I have close to an equal border all the way around here, doesn't matter. And I did use a little foam tape on the back of my wolf.
I put the link out there for the class kit.
Okay. And however you want to put them on there. And then whatever words you're going to pick out. I might just say enjoy the journey, or just because. And you can put it down at the bottom, you can put it off to the side, you can put it right under, totally up to you. And yeah, I was trying to cut it straight, but then that didn't work.
Nice. That's a nice card.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, you could put it right below the words, or you could put it down in the corner. I think I'm going to put it down in the corner. So there you go. There we have our wolf card. Now we're on to our last one, which is our fishing one. Let me get my ink pads out of the way. I'm actually putting them away.
She is. It looks so organized I can hardly stand it. Nice, Sarah.
Yeah, I don't always do that. Okay, so ink pads away. I might put my blending brushes away since that's right there. And my ruler, I don't think I need that anymore. I should just put my, and yeah, that's stuck there. My blending brushes all need to be washed. Now, I'm not sure if anybody has a good way of washing the blending brushes. I just do them in the sink. When I was buying, I was at Ulta or Sephora or one of those places right before Christmas buying like stocking stuffers for the girls, and they had this little like round thing, and I wish I would have bought one for me. I bought it for one of the girls, and it was actually a makeup brush cleaner, so it had little dimply things in, and it was round so it could hold a little bit of liquid, but then you could rub them on there to get the ink off of them, and I really should have bought one for myself, and I might go back and see if they have it. But otherwise I just take them in the sink with like Dawn dish soap, and I just my hands are a mess after, but and then it does take a little bit for them to dry. So don't clean your brushes when you need them the next day. I did that once.
Oh.
Yeah, not good.
Had to break out new brushes, right?
I might have.
Yeah.
So this is our fishing card. Our words, different words. The red is for behind them. Our envelope. Our husk card. Our jelly bean green layer. Our brown LeatherLIKE. This is from the Slimline Woods and Metals printed pad, and let's see, I did cut it. Yeah, it's the right width, so you're just going to cut 3 strips of it. So let's just do that first, and then we do have a little bit of coloring and fussy cutting. Now on your picture, it does not show the fishing pole. That was like an afterthought. And then I forgot to put it on the picture, or I forgot to retake the picture of it after I thought of it. So these are, they're about a 1/2 inch, so you can cut them, you know, my one is a little bit narrower than the other 2, so I'm just going to cut a few of them. I'm not going to worry about them all being the same width. So just 3 strips. If you want them the same width, cut them all a 1/2 inch. Because I think it's at least 1.5 inches, the piece that I gave you. Actually, it's a little bit more. So let's get these pieces just attached. And if you want to put them back up, so, you know, depending on, so your trees match, that's up to you. But I did kind of put them closer to the bottom. So let's go ahead and just get these attached to the card right away, or the layer. So yeah, this one's a little bit wider.
A lot of green and gold on that card, Sarah.
Yeah. Yes, there is. I didn't plan that at the time.
I know.
Our daughter's boyfriend, he likes bears, so the bear card will probably be for him sometime in the future. Whenever he needs a card, it'll probably be the bear card. Actually, the last card I did right before the in December, I did a card that I just posted on Facebook, which was a bear card, which kind of inspired me to do the Guy in Nature class, because you guys all said, guy cards. And that one had a bear on it.
Did he get that one too?
He got that one.
Okay.
That was his birthday card. But I'll have another bear card if I need a card for something. Or if Leah needs a card for him for something. She's got a bear card to pull from.
Well, tell me, he's a Vikings person, isn't he?
He is, but yeah, I don't think he's.
Okay.
Now, if these are sticking off a tiny bit, you could always trim them. Okay. Now, this can attach onto the jelly bean green layer, and then that can attach onto the card front, so we'll just get those all taken care of. This time, I think I actually put the colors, did I? I think I put the colors of markers that I used on the instructions.
Yes, you did. Color markers, Copic.
Yeah.
C1, G99, E33, E31. Wow.
So when I made the card, I took a picture of my marker colors. It only took me 3 years of doing classes to do that. And I don't know if you'll ever see it again, but I did it this time. Yay me.
Yeah.
All right. So now we could pick our words if we wanted to. You have this piece is, you could pick whatever. Good things come to those who bait. Happy birthday to a real cool guy, or fishing is a matter of life or death and it's more important. Or isn't a matter of life or death, but it's more important. So I'm just going to do the birthday one. Oh, because Becky's grandson likes to fish, so I bet when he needs a card, this one will be perfect for him. Hopefully he's not watching with her. Probably not. It's probably not a teenage boy thing. So Becky, I have a card for you for Coda when it's his birthday. I can't remember when his birthday is. But here you go.
One of the benefits of working here.
Yeah, I have all my cards. Well, I was organizing my cards and having them fairly organized, and then that kind of went out of control. But yes, friends and family can always come and pick through my cards if they need a card.
And his birthday's in March.
Oh, Becky
Thanks,
posted
Becky.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Becky, we have a card for you. All right, so we've got that, and we've got some extra words, or you could put one on the inside. So let's go on to coloring. This one's already colored because it came from one that I had. So let's see. What did you say, Mom? E31.
Oh, E31.
Mm-hmm.
R46.
Yep.
Y15.
Yep.
E33.
Yep.
G99.
G99. Okay.
and C1.
C1. There you go. And you can color however you want. Now the C1, I just kind of did as a snap right there. And you could do, I don't know. I didn't use it very much, just a little bit. Oh, and I think I also used it on the hook. And the yellow, or the R46, I used on the lure, or the fishing fly thingy. Yeah, that's it.
More technical terms. Oh, man.
And then yellow, because fish are attracted to the bright colors, I think. I don't know.
Sarah should know that because Sarah used to fish.
I did used to fish with my dad.
Yeah.
I used to go catch night crawlers with my dad, and then we'd go fishing. I loved catching night crawlers.
Did you?
After a rainstorm, we'd walk over to Pierce Park and we'd catch night crawlers.
And when you had those little duckies that you were raising, you would go to Pierce Park and down to the riverfront and catch little minnows.
Yeah. Little minnows, yeah. Okay, so then red I used on the tag, and this little thingy, I don't know what it's called. The closure on the fishing vest.
Bingo. Becky said bingo.
For the card. For a card for her son.
Oh, okay.
Or bonus. Maybe she meant bonus. Or bingo.
I get it.
Because, yeah, she's all set. She's got a card already. So the tops of the pockets, I used the green. And the top of this pocket. And you can color whatever you want. That was probably the hardest part about this card, was deciding which colors to color on the vest. Because I think I did reds at first around the neckline, and then I just wanted a little splash of red. And then the whole vest I did, if you're onto the vest already, I did the E31, the lightest one, and then I just used the darker E33 to highlight some of the areas.
Dimension, huh?
Yeah.
I know, sir. Maybe I should get a tattoo.
Where did that come from?
It came from you coloring all this stuff.
Okie dokie then.
Okay.
Okay, so now just color the whole vest the lighter tan, and then we'll go in and shade a little bit with the darker one. And then we'll come back with the lighter one if we need to.
Do you have a tattoo?
I do, on my ankle.
Okay.
Just a tiny one. From the $10 tattoo shop in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Brave lady you are.
A dragonfly.
Oh.
Maybe you should get an 80, since you're going to be 80.
Yeah, maybe I should, huh?
Okay, so today my mom was talking about having my daughter, who's an ice skating coach, teach her how to, and this is how she said it to me.
Yes.
Jump up in the air and then turn, preferably all
Spin.
the way. Yeah, and spin all the way around. And I'm like, you're going to jump up, land, and crack your ankle. No, that doesn't sound like a good idea. but then she really meant she just wants her to help her turn with her feet on the ground. So just like on her tiptoes, not like jump up
Yeah.
and spin.
Well, it feels like jumping to me.
So,
God.
and now she's talking about getting a tattoo.
Life gets funnier the older you get. Keeps me young.
Yes.
No, not on the ice, Laura.
No, not on the ice.
The ice. No. This is for a samba dance. Oh my word! So I made my coach and teacher promise that she wouldn't make me do that move, but I want to learn it.
So my daughter's an ice skating coach, but yeah, that's the way she made it sound, like that she was jumping up in the air and spinning around and landing the opposite direction. I'm like, that's a bad plan. Before she fully explained herself. So anyway, so I colored it all the same color, and now I'm going to go on to the next color, my E33, and I'm just going to shade some of the, well, shade the armpits, shade these areas, go down along there, just kind of shade those, shade the pockets in. And you can always, if you color the pockets darker, you can always just go and use that same color over it to shade too. So just do a little squiggly there.
So in celebration of my 80th birthday, I'm going to be doing a lot of dancing that weekend. Last year Sarah posted the waltz, and I'm going to do the waltz again. See how much I improved. I hope I improved.
Oh, I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have, Mom.
Oh my gosh. Laura said she just fell on plain ice. She just fell plain ice skating with my granddaughters and broke her pelvis.
Oh my gosh.
Was that recently,
Plummer?
Laura?
Wow.
She could not get up. I am fine. Oh no, it wasn't recently. She's fine and back skating. Yay for you, Laura.
Yeah, it hurts when you fall. Whew.
I fell hard on the ballroom dance floor last year, and I really thought that I could have possibly broken something, but thank goodness nothing did break. I have really strong bones, obviously. Must be all the milk I don't drink. It must be the whipped cream.
Yeah, it must be the whipped cream. That's funny.
I make my hot chocolate with whipped cream.
So coloring does not have to be perfect. And I'm not an expert colorer.
Glad you didn't break anything, Laura. Oh.
But then you can go back with your lighter one and kind of blend those together a little. And it'll be darker when it first goes on, but then it dries a lighter.
The other thing I'm trying to learn is how to do a body roll.
Oh, geez. She showed me a picture of that. I'm like, no.
Well, the younger people get a big laugh out of what I do, so.
That's okay. Then there you go. All right. So there's my version of coloring for my vest to make it look a little worn. Because fishing vests look worn.
Yep.
Okay. So now I am just going to fussy cut those out. Now, there are dies for these, but this is a pretty easy cut. So we didn't, actually I don't know if I had the dies for these. I think I just had the stamps. So that's why we didn't die cut them out. But if you are totally opposed to fussy cutting, You can order the dies. And
From
you can,
from you? Or
From Rubbernecker.
From Rubbernecker, all right.
Yeah. It's 2 different stamp sets, 2 different fishing stamp sets, and I think I have them listed on the thing.
Yes, you do.
But they're not bad to fussy cut. And any of you that take like Stamplistic classes, you're cutting all the time, so this should be a piece of cake for you.
I'm looking under dies.
Well, for the dies,
Mm-hmm.
well, why don't you just look at the numbers? Don't I have the numbers on the
Okay, yeah,
instructions?
you do have it. It's at 3004.
Yeah, just type in the number.
Okay.
And the die usually is the same number, except
Yeah,
it
this
has a D after it.
Yep. Yeah, there it is. It has a D after it, yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Once I fell when I was roller skating. Oh my gosh!
Oh
As an
my
adult,
gosh. Oh.
like on a field trip or something with one of the kids. That hurts when you're an adult.
Yeah.
I mean, kids fall all the time. Boom, and they just get right back up. But as an adult falling, ugh. Okay, so the fishing pole is going to go there. And you can cut the fishing pole as detailed as you want. This one I cut a little bit further up. Oh, I'm going to do it. I don't know that the die even cuts it that close. Okay, there. Well, that's close. Okay, now I just need the fishing lure. Yeah, and it's embarrassing when you fall.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I fell twice on my bike in one day.
Was that in Arizona?
No, well, in
Oh.
Arizona I fell too when I was not even moving. I just fell. But no, in Appleton on a Easter Sunday, and the second time I fell, some guy came out of his house and said, "Are you okay?" And Bogey looked and said, "Yeah, she's fine." I gotta love that Bogey. Oh my gosh.
Alrighty.
He took such good care of me always, but boy, I really. And now Sarah's threatening to take my bike away, I think.
I did not.
You did not. Okay.
I just said you couldn't come on the 30-mile bike ride that Josh and I did this summer.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't come on the 500-mile bike ride that Josh and I are going to do this summer.
Is that a 2-day or a 3-day?
The 500-mile, it's
Yeah.
a 7-day.
It's a 7-day. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, you should ask Mike and Dave to do that.
No.
No.
Because Dave will be able to do it without even training. No.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe not. Okay, so now we've got all of our stuff fussy cut.
oops.
I'm going to add my vest. I'm going to pop the vest up. I'm going to pop that up. So yes, I'm going to pop this stuff up. So let's turn it all over. And I do have some really thin ones cut for my fishing rod. And you don't have to pop them up if you don't want to. You surely can just do whatever you prefer, whatever floats your boat. So yes, in July, I am going to miss a Fun Time Thursday demoing, but I am going to touch base with you guys every day when Josh and I get to wherever we're going. So I'll let you know that I'm alive.
Good, because, you know, I have some information to give you about my house, and if you're not alive, who am I going to give that information to?
Leah.
Besides that, we have other great things going on, so. Called life.
Yep. Yes, ma'am. I don't even think I told them here that I'm gonna miss a whole week of work. Which is like
Yes.
unheard of for me.
Okay, well, now.
So if Brian and Becky are still on, yeah, I'm gonna be gone in July
Yep.
for a week.
Crafting on your bike ride?
No. No, I'm just gonna check in with you. I'm just gonna do a short live probably every day just to say, hey,
We
This
made
is-
it.
this is where I'm at.
My buns are sore, but with you training on your Peloton, you will be just fine.
We'll see. We'll see.
See, I could come over and train on your Peloton.
Yeah, that I'm pretty sure wouldn't fall off of. Alrighty, so now we're just putting together, and you can arrange these however you want. Now I must have put yep, I did. I put my stripes up a little bit higher, so now I'm going to overlap my fishing vest with my wood grain. I thought the wood grain looked good with the fishing, just an outdoorsy type thing.
Yeah. Does look good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have cut them apart. I would have used a big black fat marker and
Oh, that's an idea too. That is an idea. And you didn't have to cut them apart. I just did. Okay. So Becky, where do you want that? Right there? Okay. And we've got our fishing lure. And we've got our fishing pole. No, actually I think I had it underneath the vest on my sample. So there we go. Okay. We are almost there. Alrighty. I think we're gonna stick a fork in it and call it all done.
I think you did great.
So we've got our fishing card. We have our wolf card, our deer card, and then one more. Oh, our bear card. So there we go. That was our Fun Time Thursday for this month. We will see you next week Thursday. So yeah, we'll see you next week Thursday, 6 o'clock Central Time. Who knows what I'm doing? We'll figure it out before we get there, maybe on that day.
That'll be 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, 7 o'clock Eastern. So, alrighty, thanks guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.